Cardiff 2009, first Ashes Test, 11 overs to survive, 1 wicket left, and I was England's last hope. Well, it was the last day of the Test match in Cardiff, first Test match Cardiff have ever had, and it was the Ashes Test. Big moment for Cardiff, big moment for Morgan, and a huge moment for the ECB. It's a big gamble. We didn't know how the Test match would go. I came out to bat. I'm not really known for my batting, average 4, number 11, even in county cricket. I was always known as the worst number 11 in county cricket. I was known as the tag. But this time round, the story was different. Andy Flower said, we need the team to bat longer, especially 9, 10, 11. As I walked out about, I could hear electric noise. I could hear the Barmy Army. I could hear the national anthem. I could hear Monty gives a wave. And I thought I could give you a wave if I'm at fine leg or third man. But this time around, I can't wave the wand because I'm not known for my batting. But I tell you what, I felt the love. I felt the energy. I felt the warmth. And I thought, wow. The crowd actually believe I'm going to bat this out. And that British bulldog that we call about, the steely attitude, it's a very British saying in cricket, come on, show that determination, show that fight, show that steeliness. I thought this is my time, my moment now to show my steeliness. Paul Collingwood was my batting buddy. He goes, Monty, got 2 simple instructions for you. You're a number 11. I think you'll be capable of understanding this. If the ball's at the stumps, you defend. If it's short and it goes past your nose, drop the hands. If it hits you, let it hit you. But then I said, look, it's going to hurt. I'm going to get hit. He goes, don't worry, it's not going to hurt you. You stay small, stay side on, trust the process. And this is Paul Collingwood. He's like known as the mini tugger or like the Steve Waugh mental toughness. If he's giving me this game plan, I'm going to stick this out. Off I go at the stride. Heart rate hitting 230 now. Went out there, strided out. Brad Haddon goes, mate, your average is 4, your last 2 balls. Let's get the 12th man on here because we need to order our drinks. And then Ricky Ponting goes, Monty, what do you want for a drink, mate? Because you're going to be out at this over, right? And I go, cheeky bugger. What do I want for a drink? I don't say anything. I go, I'll let you know later. And they're all kind of cracking up, thinking, oh, he's got nerve to tell one of the greatest Australian batsmen, Ricky Ponting. I'll tell you later, mate. So, puffing my chest out, thought I'd be a bit more confident. And then there's Brad Haddon, still chirping away. I'm thinking, right, first ball, here it comes. Watch the ball, watch the ball, watch the ball. It's at the stumps. Right, what do I do? Defend, just defend. And I defended it. And I thought, gosh, this is going to be hard work. When I first went out to bat and there was James Anderson looking at me and he goes, just take each ball as it comes. We'll eventually get out. And 10 or 11, that's what they're known for, right? And we didn't know how long we had. We didn't know what time span there was. I had a simple game plan. When the ball's at the stumps, defend. When the ball is short, goes past my nose, drop the hands. And that was it. I didn't think about anything else. Oh, I remember when Jimmy hit that 4, the atmosphere completely changed. It was like electric, like the English fans were believing we were going to draw this Test match. The Australians will get grumpy. Ponting wasn't happy about it. He was getting a bit more infuriated. And I was, in fact, going down to Jimmy, just fist pumping him, thinking that, yeah, come on, Jimmy, you are going to save us this Test match while I'll be on the non-strikers end. Watch you facing all the balls. And we had a simple game plan, really. He would face spin, I would face seam. Even when the ball went past his edge, I said, don't follow it. Leave your bat there. Because if you follow it slightly, you'll edge it. Just let it turn and let it go past the outside edge. Trust that process. And he trusted it well. Gosh, he had some great deliveries he had to face. When Ricky Ponting, lost his cool over the gloves and the physio, I was giggling a little bit inside. I was thinking, I'm sure the Australians would have done the same thing. That's what it is, gamesmanship, sportsmanship, a little bit of, doing things slightly unethical, but it's okay. It's allowed in cricket. The gloves came out. I don't know I had this many gloves in my bag. I remember Bill Ashafire bringing out about 6 gloves and I go, well, I don't need any of them because I never used to bat that long, but I had to play the game and I said, no, I want this one, I want this. And I go, yeah, drinks. Oh yeah, I'm so dehydrated. I need this electrolyte. I only batted 20 minutes, let's be honest. That's probably how long I bat throughout the whole season in county cricket. I was actually punching well above my weight in terms of my batting. When Ricky Ponting lost it completely, he was telling the 12th man, we're soon gonna know what Monty wants for a drink. And off he went back because he'll keep badgering at me. You're gonna come and celebrate this win with us, because you're a number 11 batsman. I soon did tell him to drink. The final over the match, wow, that was intense. And we were defending, we were sticking to our game plan. And Jimmy was like, just every ball coming down and fist pumping me. And I was just, focusing on that ball like a hawk. I thought, I'm not going to get out. And then when I saw Ricky Ponting look at that time and thinking, well, I think we're going to draw this test match, he kind of shook my hand. And as he shook my hand, I said, it's orange juice and lemonade, please. He gave me the really stern look in my eyes. He came back and said, well, the way you've bowled, I don't think you'll be playing another test match again. Because he did get 150 against me. And funny enough, that was my last test match for England at home. So Ricky Ponting was probably right. He knew one or two things about cricket. I wasn't bowling very well, and his prediction was spot on. That was it. Me and Jimmy hugging each other, the fans erupting, loving every moment, and I'm walking down and I'm just thinking, as I got up the stairs, Straussy and everyone's just dead silent, pin drop, because how did we escape that? And even I sat down and I thought, I tell you what, that was a great Italian job.